Mahomes had a clean game. He was 30 of 39 for 241 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 INTs. He also extended his streak with no turnover-worthy plays per PFF in 4 consecutive starts, opting to trust in his defense instead of trying to force something resulting in a turnover and giving the opponent a shorter field and putting even more strain on the Chiefs defense. Then Isaiah Pacheco had over 80 yards from scrimmage, and while the run game wasn't extremely effective at times, I do like how KC never went away from it, with Pacheco carrying the ball 24 times. Then Travis Kelce had a monster freaking game, catching 11 passes for 116 yards and a touchdown. He also officially passed up Jerry Rice in all-time playoff receptions, which is crazy. And speaking of Rice, Rashee Rice had 8 catches for 46 yards. That should have been 9 for like 70 yards and a touchdown, if not for that Trey Smith holding. But I digress. MVS had 2 for 38, with his final catch being the game sealer. Then on defense, linebacker Drew Tranquill was all over the field, leading the team in tackles. George Karlaftis had himself a game, pressuring Lamar 5 times and getting a sack, with Justin Reed, Turk Wharton, and Charles Omenihu adding to that sack total. I believe Lamar was sacked 4 times. Beautiful to see, by the way. The secondary held strong for the most part, aside from a couple of chunk plays to Zay Flowers, who led the team with 115 receiving yards and a touchdown. But outside of him, there wasn't a lot happening from another guy in particular. They also held what I believe to be one of the best rushing offenses in the league to only 81 rushing yards, with Lamar racking up 54 of those himself. KC's defense also held the Ravens to just 3 for 11 on third downs, 0 for 1 in the red zone, and helped the offense dominate the time of possession due to the 3 turnovers they forced, which were definitely the difference maker in this game. This is also the 8th week, I'm pretty sure, in a row the Chiefs defense has allowed 7 or fewer points in the second half of a game, which has helped massively and is honestly freaking insane. Meanwhile, the Chiefs offense was 8 for 18 on third downs and 2 for 3 in the red zone against the number 2 red zone defense, which was a factor, obviously, of them coming away with a W. And with that win, Patrick Mahomes now has 14 career playoff wins, which ties him for 3rd all time, with Peyton Manning, John Elway, and Terry Bradshaw, and he did it way quicker. The only 2 that are ahead of him now is Joe Montana, who has 16, and Tom Brady, who has 35. Good God, that's a lot. He's also the first QB to appear in 4 Super Bowls before the age of 30 and could get his 3rd ring in just 6 years of being a starter.